Hello everyone and welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, I'm Shelby and this video is continuing a series I have done for a variety of artists, and that is reacting or talking about Spotify's top 5 songs of Lady Gaga. So I like reacting or talking about top 5 songs from artists on Spotify because I think that it's a good way to see what's getting the most play or what's having the most like interaction on the platform, aka the general public. What is the general public listening to the most at the moment? And if you haven't seen how I do these types of videos, so what I do is I talk about the top 5 songs. I go in order from number 5 to number 1, and I base it off of the amount of streams. From there, what I do is I kind of just talk about the top 5 and say if I agree with it, what I don't agree with, what I would have guessed would have been there instead. I do try and keep like my personal bias out of the way of like songs that I just happen to really like by the artist. And I do try and think more in like the general sense of singles and songs that have been really popular. Definitely in the comments as you are watching this, let me know what your thoughts are, if the top 5 surprises you or what you expected to see there instead. Definitely go ahead and have a discussion in the comments. These are great videos to have those sorts of discussions. So if you were interested in seeing what Lady Gaga's top 5 songs are on Spotify and what my opinion is on it, then keep on watching. Number 5 is from her very first album, The Fame, and it is Poker Face. Poker Face, I figured we would see Poker Face or Just Dance on this top 5 because those are the songs that really made Lady Gaga become Lady Gaga. I mean, for a second I thought maybe Just Dance would be on there, but Poker Face, now that I think about it, is extremely, extremely popular. So that does not surprise me at all to see in the top 5. So number 4 is actually listed as number 2 in the top 5, but I am going by the amount of streams because Spotify, they create their top 5 by more than just streams. They also look at like popularity, how much people are interacting with it, just a bunch of analytical things that I truly don't know the ins and outs of. So I'm going to go ahead and go by number of streams. So number 4 in that regard at 581 million streams is Bad Romance, which is from the Fame Monster. And I was going to be completely shocked if Bad Romance was not in the top 5. That is like a freaking absolute iconic Lady Gaga banger. So I'm definitely not surprised to see that there. Number 3. Okay, here's our first surprise of the day. This is from the Born This Way soundtrack, and it is Always Remember Us This Way. I've seen this movie. I don't remember this song. What is this song? I think, is this the song that she sings at the end of the movie? I'm gonna guess it is. I could very much be wrong. I've only seen that movie once. I'm really surprised to see that there, but I will talk about that more in the next part of the video. Number 2, stream wise for Lady Gaga in her top 5 is Rain on Me. And that is from her newest album released in 2020, Chromatica. And I have a feeling, I kind of thought that maybe that song would be in the top 5 because it's obviously a bop, but it's also with Ariana Grande. So if you put Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande together on a song, you're going to get a lot of different people interested in that song. So I guess in that regard, it does not surprise me to see it in the top 5. All right, number 1 and Lady Gaga's most popular is number 1 by almost a billion streams. Like it almost surpasses everything else by a billion streams. That is actually insane. At 1.5 billion streams and then some is Shallow from A Star Is Born. I knew that Shallow would be in the top 5 because it is just so absurdly popular. I did not think it was going to smash all of the other songs by a billion streams. That is actually insane. But it's a gorgeous song, and I think Shallow is definitely a Lady Gaga song that appeals to the masses in the sense that it is a different style of music, and it appeals to people who would maybe not listen to Lady Gaga's normal, like Lady Gaga music that she makes, like her pop music. But Shallow appeals to such a larger audience of all different types of people that I knew for sure it was going to be in the top 5. I'm not even surprised that it's number 1. I'm just surprised at how much it is smashing the other songs. So now this is the part of the video where I am going to have the top 5 screenshot right beside me right here, and I'm going to let that stay there while I break this down a little bit more. Okay, here's what I am going to say. Poker Face, I assumed there would be a song from The Fame in the top 5. So that is fine. And I think at number 5 is appropriate. Poker Face being number 5, I'm cool with that. That makes total sense to me. I also think Bad Romance being in the top 5 makes complete sense. But at number 4, that is very shocking to me. I thought it would be number 3, potentially number 2. Like, I didn't think it'd be number 1, but I definitely thought it would be number 3 or number 2. Now let's talk about Always Remember Us This Way from A Star Is Born. I am absolutely, completely shocked that that song is in the top 5. I didn't even remember it. I didn't even remember this song. But I mean, I haven't listened to the soundtrack a ton from A Star Is Born, but I knew it was all very emotional. But the fact that it is also in the top 5, like it is that popular, is absolutely blowing my mind. I 100% would drop that from the top 5. Like, it wouldn't have even crossed my mind for this to exist in the top 5. Always Remember Us This Way. The comparable song to that I thought would be in the top 5 instead is from the album Joanne, and that is Million Reasons. I am kind of surprised that Million Reasons is not in the top 5 because I do feel like that is a ballad from Lady Gaga that reached far and wide, and I know it's been covered a ton, but it also is a song that I still hear even though it's been out a few years. So I really feel like I would take out Remember Us This Way and replace it with Million Reasons as like the comparable popular replacement that I assumed would be there. That's how that feels right to me. That's what I assumed I would see. So that's pretty surprising. Number 3, Rain on Me from Chromatica with Ariana Grande. Now, I really do enjoy Rain on Me. I actually just enjoy Chromatica as a whole. I thought that Chromatica was a wonderful album to be released in 2020, right at the height of the pandemic. It was so fun and so catchy and just like classic Lady Gaga. Like, it was giving me Fame Monster, Born This Way vibes from Lady Gaga. And I think it made a lot of her longtime fans like myself very, very happy. I really love Chromatica. But considering I'm thinking of her entire music library and the popularity level of it all, I'm really surprised that Rain on Me made it that high on the top 5. And instead, I really, really feel like a song from Born This Way should be there. Like, I feel like a classic, probably the song Born This Way. I personally love all of the singles and just Born This Way as a whole, but I really thought I was going to see the song Born This Way in the top 5. And that one feels the most comparable to Rain on Me in the style of music that it is. So I personally thought that Rain on Me would not be quite that high, even though I do enjoy it and it is pretty currently popular. Instead, I really would have loved to have seen Born This Way in that position. I am actually, like, my heart is actually kind of broken that there isn't a song from Born This Way in this top five. I mean, I didn't expect to see anything from Art Pop. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I figured I would see Shallow. I just never in my brain thought that there wouldn't be a song from Born This Way. And it hurts my soul a little bit. Like, it really does. Lastly, Shallow. Shallow, shallow, shallow. I guess it doesn't surprise me to see it at number one. I knew it was going to be in the top five. It doesn't surprise me to see it at number one, but I am shocked at just like how many more streams it has. Shallow is a song that I think everyone and their brother has covered since it's been released. It has been covered 1,000 bajillion times across the world. And it is a gorgeous duet. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous duet. It definitely is a song that falls under like it's lost its luster for me personally, just because I have heard it so much. But I want to try and like retract that feeling because I don't want to let it diminish the fact that truly it is a gorgeous, heartfelt ballad. And it shows Lady Gaga's vocal abilities beautifully. Like, that is something that I do love about the whole like Joanne, A Star Is Born era for Lady Gaga, was that it did show herself in a totally new light to people who probably just like wrote her off, just choosing to ignore the fact of how talented she was as a pop star because they were like, oh, she's crazy, she's so eccentric out there, whatever it may be. But her going through that Joanne Born This Way era really did kind of show the public, not only her own fan base, but just the greater public, like this whole other side to her, and brought it back to the roots of like, hey, I really can sing. I can create and compose wonderful music. Like, take me seriously. I've been here for a long time and I'm here to stay. And for that reason, I love Shallow, because I think Shallow turned a lot of heads of people who maybe didn't give her the proper attention that she deserved musically, but then also she acted wonderfully in that movie as well. But Shallow is a song that, do I personally listen to it on my own now? No, but that's because I don't need to, because it's played literally everywhere all the time still to this day. But it is mind-blowing just how many streams this song has. Like 1.5 billion streams. Like, it's not messing around, you know? It's not. It is here and it is thriving. So there you have it. There is Lady Gaga's top 5 most popular songs on Spotify and some of my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments if this top 5 surprised you in any way, if there were any songs that you would change out or switch up, or if you thought that this was like exactly how you thought it was going to be. Go ahead and let me know too. And just in general, I love Lady Gaga. I love her music. Let's go ahead and talk in the comments about songs we love from Lady Gaga. Maybe what our personal top 5 favorites are from her. That would be impossible for me to do. I can't even try and contemplate making that, but I would love to see your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you haven't done so, and go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't done so. I would love that so much. I would really appreciate it. But thank you for watching, especially if you made it until the very end. And until next time, bye.